Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Mental Health Awareness Open Discussion. Sorry for taking so long to really respond to you guys. Just really waiting for my friend to show up, but she'll be here pretty soon in the next couple of minutes. But yeah, I welcome you guys to this Mental Health Awareness Open Discussion. Good to see everybody. Ronald, Sherry, Pammy, and Sharon. Good to see you guys. How you guys are doing? What's up? What's up? Let's get the party started too. Just to greet you guys. Didn't want to keep you guys, how you say, waiting for so long, But, just want to greet you guys and say welcome. Waiting for my friend Kamiko to show up, aka MediSkate. And it's going to be really an awesome discussion today. Just going to really check in with you guys too, talk with you guys for a bit. Welcome you guys to this mental health awareness open discussion. Really looking forward to this. It's a big shout out to all you guys in the chat room, to all you guys who are following me, those who are tuning in live, and really who are watching this now. And excuse my throat. I don't know what's up with my throat. I just had this not a big breakfast, but so I have with me to drink is a mixture of kombucha and a little bit of juice too, lemonade. So kind of mix that in together. It tastes really good. This will really help out my throat. But welcome you guys to this mental health awareness open discussion. Feel free to, for those who are new, to really subscribe to my channel, and give this live stream a like, share it with your friends and all that good stuff, So just waiting for my friend to show up. So, hey, Lisa, what's up? How are you doing, Lisa? What's up? What's up? Lisa, good to see you. And you too, Ronald. Let me see what you see. Let me see. What's up, Ronald? Good to see. Shout out to Ronald and Lisa. They'll be going live later on today on their YouTube channels also. Feel free to check them out. And hello, Sharon Sipe. Good to see you. And hello, Pammy. What's up? What's up? And who else did I miss? Anybody? Sherry. Good to see you, Sherry. Always good to see you. So always get a shout out to my peeps, it's in the Wave Shorts community, Blissful Hills community, all that good stuff. So it's all good. It's all good. Just waiting for my friend to show up. And so how you guys are doing overall? How's you guys' week been? Has you guys do anything interesting? Or are you guys going to do anything interesting this weekend? Feel free to share in the chat. Yeah. Love to know what you guys are up to this weekend. Let's see. And so while we're waiting for my friend to show up, just going to chat with you guys for a minute, so keep this live stream going, and I'll try not to hurt my voice while I'm talking. So I'm going to slow my pace down for a bit. But I'd love to know how you guys are doing. Oh, nice, Pammy. Oh, that's cool, Pammy. Oh, that's cool. Your friend did a... What kind of books did she release, Pammy? That's cool. I'd love to know more about that. That's interesting. And Ronald says he's working on deep more aware of things came up on my... Oh, that's cool. It sounds like you're going into deeper depths of understanding, Ronald, if that's what you're trying to say. That's interesting. And Yeah, with you, Pammy, that's cool. Your friends reads 3 books. That is cool. You can do reviews on them. That is awesome. Feel free to share how it turns out, soon. So that's really cool. So that's really cool. But yeah, I'll just share what my week has been. It's been really interesting. I always say this. Yesterday, I went. Paula, my best friend Paula, invited me to see her daughter's recital, so it's kind of interesting because like she was in a rush to go see it, and then I was just like gonna go back home to just got to go to sleep. So, but she invited me to see her daughter's recital, even though her dad kind of saw the whole recorded the whole thing, so it was pretty cool. But it was really surprising that she invited me, so it was cool. Oh wow, Lisa, let me hear that. I've been getting a ton of downloads lately. Now that I know it's moving so quickly. Yeah, I've been experiencing something like that too, Lisa. Now that you share that and think about it, I've been watching this documentary Kathy mentioned on Amazon Prime. It was just like, about, I forgot what it's called. Something, Truth something. I don't know what it's called, but it's on Amazon Prime. I think you guys know what I'm talking about more than I am, but it was really interesting. I was watching it, the parts of it yesterday, and it was really interesting. But yeah, I've been experiencing some downloads too, Lisa. Some intense stuff, not like heavy, but I've been really experiencing some downloads lately too. So yeah, I glad you mentioned that. I've been experiencing that too, and that's like kind of I made this create this open discussion, you guys, to really talk about that mental health awareness, and I know that, even like with us, being in this community and really being so empathic, and really just in general, it's just like, our mental health is really important. And just how, how you say this, how important it is to really talk about it, because sometimes, most of us can be really misunderstood. And even with me, I tend to stumble on my words, but at the same time, I can really try to get my point across, but also really trying to express how I'm feeling and really just talk about my own mental health too. So yeah, thank you for sharing that, Lisa. Mm, yeah, Ronald, I saw that too. Like even when I'm recording videos, I'm be seeing triple digit numbers. Even like with me, I just turned 33. So now as you mentioned that, Ronald, 33, that's how old I am right now. Because I turned 33 just like 2 weeks ago, on the 12th. It's just like, whoa, those are good numbers. I say good numbers, but they're powerful numbers at least. And I'm actually wearing this t-shirt too. Meditation brings me peace, so I don't punch you. This t-shirt's really kind of wicked. And you guys can see it. Got this from a friend of mine called Laura Lanos. She's really a how you say it? She's a yoga teacher, but also she practices Reiki too. So she's really cool, and she sells all these awesome products. And this shirt's really unique too. And so, I don't know if I could show you the logo, but yeah, it's like the logo looks cool too. As you can see, logo looks pretty badass. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's all good. It's really cool shirt. It's comfortable and it has a strong message too. Thank you, Lisa. And yeah, Pammy, that's a really good, interesting point. The biggest concern is my stress and the cardiologist medications. Mm, journaling. Pammy, I'm glad you brought that up. Journaling is one of the most powerful things you could do when it comes to your mental health. I was I can share you examples of journaling. I just wanted to share. Hold on. So, but yeah, like I have like three journals with me, Hammy. Now that you mentioned it about journaling, I have one that just like to take notes to really just like write topics about open discussions, anything like that. This is like, the hipster journal I got with Paula with I say about a year ago. So in early spring and summer of 2020. But like this one, like I write this when I'm really want to connect with like my mom and just write my feelings down. And this one that I got recently on my birthday too. Just like as a gift from Paula, my best friend, my favorite person in the world. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this journal too. I might use it for notes and probably just something else too. But I'm not really sure yet. But I have like three journals with me so far, and I'm glad you mentioned that. About depth journaling because that could really be a powerful practice to do. It's like in general, like especially for people who are really creative and really just want to get their point across and want to write their feelings down. I really believe that journaling is a really powerful practice. So thank you for sharing that also, Pammy. And let's see, hopefully my friend will come in soon. Um, honestly didn't want to start without her, but I didn't want to keep you guys waiting either. But, I told her, to really, drop in when you can and really just, show up because I know like with Kimiko, she's a really busy woman. She's a model, actress, creative content creator too, and she's a really amazing person. I've known her for quite for a few years so far, I believe. And she has her own website and she has her own Instagram page and YouTube channel as well called MediSkate. And if you guys want to check out Kamiko's information, her website and her Instagram page is linked in the description of this video. If you guys want to check her out, and she's really cool, and really creative, very blunt, but also very sweet too. So, she's a really cool person, and I always love talking to her on a regular basis. But yeah, like depth journaling, readings that we do, yoga itself too can be really just be beneficial for our mental health. And so that's deep. That's really deep. And Lisa says some of us are open as a group. That's why at once we are sharing the energy. No, that's true, Lisa. That's deep. Like even like in a community, like the Terra Love community, the Blissful Heroes community, and the Way Shirts community. As a group, and even as a uh, species too. Like it's good to really do that, to really support each other, to really have each other's backs, and really just support our mental health in the ways that really can be beneficial and really wonderful in our lives too. And just like you're spot on the money too, Lisa. And like even like for people who are watching this now, there's no silly question you can ask because like with me, everyone has their own perspective and experience when it comes to experiencing with their dealing with mental health awareness, talking about it, and also ways we could really support it. And what you guys bring to the table, it can really be beneficial too. Like so Lisa, thank you for sharing that too. And that's like I feel like as a group we're doing that, what you just mentioned, and that's really cool. And so yeah, I like kudos to you. And so Pammy says I used to read a lot of Japanese theory. And you apple cheese and a book called The Weeks. These have great paper of doodling, sketching, and running. part of my journal is used. Oh, that is beautiful, Pammy. Japanese stationery and the journals. That's cool. Hobonichis. That's something I never heard of. I gotta research that, Pammy. Now that I think about it. Great for paper, for doodling, sketching, and writing. And those journals you could use for express your creativity. That's beautiful. Yeah, I mean that's something I gotta research on. Now that you think about, now I'm thinking about it. That's cool. That's interesting. That is really cool. Let's see. Yeah, so hopefully my friend will come eventually soon. She just has to really set up her computer, and yeah, probably have to do more live streams like this pretty soon. And how'd you guys like Debbie's live stream yesterday? I thought that was really fun how she could really connect with the celebrities that are no longer past, or still here and who are on the other side. But I like the theme of it. So I was wondering how you guys liked Debbie's live stream last night with Kim Intuitive. Hmm. Oh, Sherry says it seems like yeah, I keep seeing those numbers too, Sherry, and I think a lot of us have really seen those numbers too lately. It's interesting. Hoponichis is about the paper of the tumble river paper. Anything but oh, that is cool, Pammy. That's awesome. I never heard of that kind of Hobonichi's kind of journaling before. That's cool. I've heard something about that, but I wasn't really sure. But now that you mention it more in depth, that's really interesting, Yami. And thank you for sharing that too. That sounds like kind of journaling I would like to try out, actually. And that you mention it, that's really cool. That is really cool. Oh, okay. Tammy says, I would like to connect with you and show you some of my stuff and draw sketches, not about being an artist. Anyone can draw. Okay. And Cash Peters does this too. Okay. I'll have to really check him out and see what kind of art he does. Interesting. Yeah, I'd like to connect with you about that, Pammy. That's cool. Please do. Yes, indeed. That is really interesting. I'd love to learn more about that. And if you guys really want to connect with me too, my link tree is in the description of this video live stream also. So you guys want to hit me up on social media, on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and all that good stuff. My link tree is in the description of this live stream. So you guys can connect with me and, stay in contact. And if you guys really want to just connect with me too, I'll post my email in the chat too. So you guys could send me an email. I'll post it in the chat. So Pammy, if any you want to reach out to me, my email is herc213@gmail.com. Just to really, if you want to send me my information about that kind of journaling, that's really interesting. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. That's what's up. Let's see. Hey, Sonia, welcome. What's up, Sonia? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to have you here, Sonia. Hope you're doing well. And I am hot in my room for some reason. I'll open up windows more. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, now I can stay cool up in here. Do. So how's your day been going, Sonia? I saw your morning live streams. I think it was yesterday or was it today? But I saw your recent live stream. It was really interesting how you pull up his cards. So I just really want to address that. But also for you guys, because I'm doing something so different. I have my Elemental Oracle deck with me. I'm gonna pull a card for the whole chat room later on today. So I still have my. I'm gonna do like a reading, but it's something different. It's gonna pull like one card for the whole chat room. So I'm just gonna use this deck today. And I know Sonia, you're very familiar with this deck too. So Elemental Oracle deck. I've been really studying my other decks too, just to understand them more. Ah, okay. Oh, you're welcome, Sonia. I always love your live streams. And I understand if you need a nap too. Like live streams take a whole lot of energy too. And just like it's like with live streams, like whether you're doing a reading or even just having an open discussion or anything like that, it's always good to really know your boundaries too. Your energetic boundaries, like not to over attack it, to really just do as much as you can live streaming. And so especially for our mental health too, because really to interact with people and really sharing a message or really having a discussion about a certain topic can really important, but also you want to feel drained. So yeah, I totally get that if you wanted a nap. Yeah, that's so true, Lisa. And just like you how you and Sharon do your live streams is really cool too. And it's just amazing how you guys are growing. Like I believe like probably like between May or June, like you guys can probably have at least 200, 300 subscribers, Lisa, with your Nasty Women Tarot channel. It's gonna be pretty cool. That's what I'm feeling from it. I could be wrong. I'm just really gonna feel like you guys are gonna really grow and grow and grow more because you guys' channel is so interactive and fun. It's just like it brings a lot of people together, and you're gonna have an awesome guest on it too. And so I don't know if you. I'm sorry if you hear any noise out there. I don't know what's up with. I don't know what's up with today. Crazy. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, it's a lot of neighbors out there making a lot of noise today. But and Pammy says with live streaming, it's not editing in the card readers. It's because it's real and it's in the moment. Yes, that's it. That's it, Pammy. In the moment, being present in the moment. That is so true. Especially with Debbie's live streams and just like with any other live streams too, like with readers do, or even if you're not a reader, you're just like a content creator in general. Whether you are just doing a gaming live stream or anything like that, it's like a way of being real in the moment, and that's really a beautiful thing about live streams. I could say that. So, oh, you're welcome, Lisa. Anytime. And Sonia says kids will be kids. Yeah, exactly. I can't help it. I was just trying to get some air in here because it's kind of hot. But since I turned on my fan, yeah, I'm a little cooler. But I just closed the window just to keep the noise down. And I'm just gonna really text my friend too, see if she's coming. So there we go. Heard the message go. Send a text to my friend Kamiko. See if she'll join us. Nothing too nothing to nothing to worry about, because like with me as a host, I'm very chill, and even like on my platform too, this one especially, it's really a place to really have a discussion, and really a place for people to be themselves too, and authentic. And so yeah, with like I really have some cool ideas for my live streams too, like do more than just readings, have like interview people, having guests on, talking about different topics, certain things, really trying to figure out whose guests I want to invite next on my live streams next week, or probably just do it on a different platform too, like on Instagram. That's gonna probably go back to that, because that's where I really started doing live stream, actually, on Instagram. It's really fun, because I haven't done it in a long time since I've been doing it here. And Ronald says it was, oh, Ricky, Ricky's the furball's doing good. He's probably with his my niece or with my sister right now. So I think my sister left, but I think she's with my niece right now with my dad, and he's just being Ricky, being the lovable furball. Mm, I get you, Pammy. Um, uh, with like trying to stay there, in the present moment, and even like with mental health, and really just getting back on the topic. Really, just like sometimes like it's hard for us being present in the moment, and because like sometimes things can really stress us, like for instance, like certain people in our lives, where people test us, and let's be real. I was going to be real with that. And sometimes when we're like people, like some things, they really distract us and really just bring us so much chaos, and makes things feel heavy. It makes us feel hard for us to really be present in the moment with ourselves, and really just takes our mind off. Well, I say makes us escape, but also it just make kind of brings us down, if that makes any sense. And but overall with this space, and especially like how uh, uh in a space where you could talk about it is really important. And so it's like I like to just send you so much encouragement to you, Pammy, because I know I understand how you're struggling about that too. And sometimes I have struggled with that too, and you're not alone too, and we're all here to support each other, and I'm here to support you too. And so yeah, you have my support with that, Pammy. And I'd say you're not alone, and there's so many wonderful people you could connect to, like myself and Sonia and Lisa and Ronald, and a lot of people in the Way Shores community, and the Terra Love community, and the Whisper Heroes community. Like we all have your back, Pammy, and I know you have our backs too, and we all support. We all will support each other. And Lisa says Big Bro's gonna get his ass handed to him. Oh, you guys still doing that wrestling match? Shit. Mm, I know they want to break the YouTube guidelines, but wrestling, you can have wrestling events on YouTube. A Tarot Mania. The main event, Nasty Woman Tarot versus Ronda Unconditional Love Tarot in a handicap match. Winner takes all decks. I don't know. So it's yes, Sonia. I want to be in the front. I'm going to be the referee. I want to be the referee. I'm going to be the Herculean Cabana Boy referee. So Tarot Mania. Yes, write that down. Put it in a T-shirt. I'm gonna sell all kind of T-shirts. Tarot Mania. Book it. Put it on pay-per-view. Put it on WWE Live. I don't know. Put it on YouTube. So yes, Tarot Mania. And my friend's gonna set up her light now, so she'll be here in a few minutes. Awesome, Ron. I'm looking forward to your Akashic Records interview and Tarot Mania. Yes, Tarot Mania. Yes, Tarot Mania. Book it. Woo! There's gonna be some leg drops and smackdowns, all kind of stuff. There's gonna be tombstone power drivers. It's gonna be a whole lot of chants and promos. Oh, you can't forget the promos. That's good for your mental health. Promos for help release all kind of endorphins. So I'm gonna explain that in a minute. It's like promos. Promos are good because it helps especially like wrestlers, they get their point across, and helps promote their brand and what they're doing with the match. And with you, Lisa, she's gonna kind of use some kind of Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock kind of thing. I feel like Lisa and The Rock will be kind of like similar because Lisa, she could be funny at the same time, get your point across. She does play around. And Sharon is a wild one. She's kind of like Ric Flair. So no disrespect to Ric Flair, he's the GOAT. It's just like The Rock and The Undertaker and Stone Cold and Triple H and all the GOATs in the wrestling. It's like Sharon is like fire and Lisa's like ice. Like they go together, but they just complement each other too. So it's kind of interesting. It's like, oh my gosh, Lisa and Sharon Lee, they're gonna do a promo talking about Ronald. This is gonna be good. I know Sharon and Sonia's gonna have her kombucha and it's got some vegan popcorn. Not gonna have to be the referee. Just don't knock out the referee, all right? I'm just trying to dictate the match. So that's gonna be fun. Tarot Mania. Yes, you remember that one. Tarot Mania. Book it. Yes, and the owner will be Debbie and all kind of stuff. I don't know. It's gonna be cool. Yeah, that's what I'm sensing from like with you and Lisa, you and Sharon, Lisa, you guys are like fire and ice. Sharon's so fiery, but Lisa, you're so chill, and that's you guys complement each other. It's the perfect balance of fire and ice. You guys complement each other. I don't know why. I just sense that. It's just so cool. Oh shoot! Oh, that's cool, Sonia. Years ago, I surprised my ex-husband with taking him to WrestleMania. First time I saw The Rock. Awesome. That's cool. Did he have hair when you went to that WrestleMania event? I don't know which year you went, but I went to a Raw show actually. And it was called in the Arrowhead Honda back then was called, but it's now called a Honda Center. But it was called Arrowhead Pond back then in the 90s, in the early 2000s. But yeah, I saw The Rock when he had hair. He had that hairdo, and he looked like my dad. It's kind of weird. It's kind of wild. So it's that's awesome. Yes, fire and ice. Yes, they are fire and ice. They complement each other. It's so cool. Yes, he did had hair back then. That's cool. Yes. Yeah, now he's totally, tan and bald. There's nothing wrong with that. He's what he's doing works. If it works for him, it works for him. He's doing good stuff. So that's cool, Sonia. Oh, that's great. That's great. Oh, man, that is great. Mm-mm-mm. He's got everything. Nice. Yeah, it does. I don't know if I shared that earlier, but that's what I'm sensing with you guys' live streams. I know you probably guys will go live later on today after I am, but that's how you guys are. Fire and Ice Tarot. You guys could really make a sub channel called that Fire and Ice Tarot. That'd be cool. Some elemental, some mystery bring that to you. It's something you think about. But not just me saying that, so you don't have to listen to me. Yeah, you're welcome, Lisa. You're welcome. Fire and Ice. You guys are just like that. Fire and Ice. You guys complement each other. Oh, that's a good idea, Lisa. That'd be good for your mental health too. That is so cool. Yes. Ron. Oh, you're funny, dude. Oh boy. Mm-mm-mm. Yes, yes, indeed. So, I was wondering, you guys, I know you guys doing a training with Debbie. I wonder how you guys are going with that, with your guys' class ideas. Let me phrase that. I know you guys are doing a special training with Debbie. I was wondering how you guys are going with that too. You guys almost done? So I know you guys got like what 2 weeks left, at least, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, that's beautiful, Sonia. Oh, 2 more classes? Okay, cool. Whoa, that's wicked. You guys are really getting a deeper understanding then. That's cool. Shoot, that is amazing. That is really cool. And thanks for sharing, Lisa and Sonia. That's cool. I just really wondering about that too. Yeah, you guys love it, and that's really cool that you guys are really having some awesome experiences too about that. I was gonna join like when it first started, but I wasn't sure with my schedule, so I was like, oh, don't know. But you always, like always have your support on that and anything that you guys want to do. And I don't know if I saw a flyer about that too. I didn't see any flyers or anything on waist shorts, but first time I heard about it was in Debbie's live stream, but it was something I kind of just went through my head, but overall, you guys have my really support on that. That's really cool. I'm glad you guys loving it too. Oh, that's cool, Lisa. That is really cool. That is really cool. Good stuff. Oh, okay, Sonia. I'll take note of that. And it's similar to a group. Oh, okay, okay, nice. It's kind of like the how we talk to each other on Facebook Messenger. Then, oh, cool. That's what's up. I'll definitely consider that. It's 'cause I know I probably need some practice too. But that's cool. I'll definitely take note of that. Whew. Mm, people opened up, huh? That's interesting. That's cool. That's really cool, Sonia. Uh, that is interesting. Awesome stuff. Ooh, let's see if my friend will show up in a minute. Uh, let's see. Ooh, yes, indeed. Cool. Tarot Mania. So, what will happen if you win the match, Lisa? You guys gonna get a prize or something in your Tarot Mania match? Yeah, you just wanna. Now I'm gonna mention it about Tarot Mania. I was wondering what will happen because man, I know make a Sharon and Lisa are gonna make a promo on their channel tonight. I can sense it. Yeah, good note on that one, Ronald. And that's something I noticed that too. Very more. I saw a beautiful change. Clay Master, Clay Master. That sounds harsh. Oh, I hope they at least win a prize like a kid or something, or I don't know, a title like the tarot champion. And yeah, yeah. At least I just read my mind. I get a championship tarot belt and a theme song. That's right. That's right. She read my mind. She just read my mind about that. Yes, I was thinking the same thing, Lisa. You get a championship belt or a theme song. Yeah, you get a tarot mania champion. Nice. Rocky, Rocky. Oh man, the Rocky music. Oh, that's classic. That's definitely Lisa right there. The People's Tarot champion. Yep. I hear the Rock's theme, like, ding, 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 ding. I can hear Lisa's theme song right there. I had a tiger. Oh, like the Rocky movies. Okay, I thought you were talking about like the Rock's actual theme song in wrestling. Nice. Yep, Lisa's gonna have some boxing gloves for you, Ronald. You gotta train, man. Gotta get that Rocky training program ready, man. Ooh, got some muscles. I can help you out. In a superhero type costume. Oh yeah, you gotta get your warrior princess outfit, Lisa. The tarot champion outfit. It's gonna have some glitter and some card looking themes on it. You know, the sun too. Oh, I say ice. I don't know. How do you get costume too? Like someone has to be really good with interior design. But that's gonna be cool. I know, right? Exactly, Sonia. Do that Rocky training program makes you strong. Shoot, that Rocky's training methods is really crazy. You don't have to use a gym. Just do what Rocky does, and you get ultra instinct powerful, yo. Yeah, I get like with me with my costumes. I have to get a costume. I'll take it from the Avengers, you know. So, you know, but yeah, it's interesting. Hmm. Ron versus Lisa. Ice versus Nice. Oh, Ice versus Nice. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Spider Man. So fire, Nice versus Ice. Interesting. Okay, Sonia. Yeah, thank you for dropping by, and you take care and have an awesome, awesome, awesome day. But yeah, later, Sonia, and thank you for dropping by. Spider Man. Yes, Spider Man. You channel that Spider Man energy, Ronald. That could help you. Spider Man is. I don't know if you guys know the origin story of Spider, but he's a wrestler too before he became a superhero. So yeah, that's good. That'll help you out, Ronald. Like in the Tobey Maguire movie, when he fought Macho Man in I think it was the 2000. That was a 2007 movie with Spider Man. But yeah, that was a long time ago. I was a teenager too. Oh man. But yeah, Spider Man was a wrestler too. Yeah, believe it or not. But yeah, like stuff like this, or we talk about discussions, can be really good for our mental health too. just like taking our minds off things, having fun, making tarot mania matches. Spider-Man versus Ice, or Lisa versus Ronald in a tarot main event match for the tarot mania championship belt. So oh shit. Yeah, so yeah, sorry for the long silence. I was just texting my friend Kamiko. Apparently, she's having trouble getting on StreamYard too, so I'm trying to take her on the steps to really join us. Since she's being a guest. But overall, I was saying to her that joining StreamYard can be really easy. All you have to do is just type in your name and you just join live. So like as even like for a guest, all you have to do is just punch it in. Um, but but yeah, I'm sorry for the silent responses. So, but I'm still going to talk about this topic too. So just hang out with all you guys. Oh, there she is.
Hi.
Oh, hey, what's up? Can you hear me? Good.
You're in the show. Everyone can hear and see you. Hi.
Hey, can you guys hear Kamiko okay? So if you let me know.
It's okay. It's on my phone. It's not on the computer. I couldn't get the computer to work. I don't know.
No worries. I'm glad you're here. It's cool. It's cool. I just
Nice
didn't
to
want.
see you. How have you been?
I've been good. How about you?
Been good. Ups and downs, but can't complain. That's life, right?
Exactly. And welcome to my the mental health awareness open discussion. I'm glad you're being a guest, and
Thank you.
you're welcome. Everyone's greeting you with open arms. So Ronald, awesome.
Hi.
Hello. So give my big old shout out to MediSkate.
Ronald Gagnon. Hello. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I'm
Hello.
late.
Oh, it's good. It's good. And shout out to my beautiful friend Kamiko. She's an awesome content creator, model, actress. Name it. Feel free to correct me.
No,
But yeah,
you're good. You can keep going. Make me feel good.
okay, yeah. And she has an awesome channel called MediSkate. It's really creative, really interesting. It's one of my favorite ones. It's
Thank you.
featured. Yeah, it's cool. So I'm glad you're here. Tell me more about yourself. If you want to share more, what I just mentioned.
Um, well, the MediSkate channel, I think, is very close to both mine and my friend's heart. We started it together. Um, I think a lot of people this day and age, especially like younger generations, want to do YouTube, and I think we just didn't know exactly like what we wanted to bring to the table. Um,
Yeah.
so the best thing in life is passion, right? And I think for our Metascape, we brought our passions to the table, and that happens to be New York City. Like, we absolutely love where we live, and skateboarding. And so we mix the two, and skateboarding to us is like meditation. Um, Anytime we have our bad days, or we're bored, or you need exercise, or you just need to get away, like, we go to our skateboards. And I think meditation can be different for everyone. And for me, being alone with my board, just you're so connected in the moment that it's one of the easiest ways for me to meditate. So yeah, there's a lot of different things to me. One of my most things that I think we're proud of right now is our YouTube, and it's the one thing I'm most proud of because it's probably the one thing that really shows who I am and what I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People can know me from like my pictures or the little things I write on social media, but I think YouTube, this channel, Metascape specifically, shows um, just how easy flowing life can be.
Yes,
I'm so
especially
sorry.
like,
This is New York for you. This is every hour, maybe every 15 minutes. I do apologize.
hey, I was just messing like connected with my chat room, and like my neighbors were just being outdoors, being loud too, so I had to close my windows, so it's all good.
Yeah,
But it's
it's
all
life.
good. It's like, yeah, exactly. It's authentic, so it's cool. And thank you for sharing that too. And just like really watching your channel the first time, it's like, whoa, that's really mind blowing how you guys just share your passion, like your skateboard and form of meditation. And like you mentioned, something about you want to talk about mental health, and I really want to discuss that too because mental health really matters too, and especially during these times, COVID.
Yeah.
And I just want to know, like, for you, how do you like support your mental health with not only with the YouTube channel, but also with everything else too? If you don't, feel free to share.
No, I don't mind. I think mental health is very important, and I think mental health isn't something that's just like you can deal with it one day, not deal with the other. I'm, I think to a lot of people, I come off of as very well rounded, and I think that's probably the least thing you could say about me, is because
Yeah.
we all have our days. And I think mental health is really important about when you have those days or you have those moments, to figure out exactly who you are and how you trigger and why you trigger that way. And mental health, I think the way I see it is, we say mental health, and to me that sounds so scary because it makes it seem like there's a wrong and there's a right. And I think everybody, even with mental health, and even though you can categorize someone under a certain category with doctors and all that, and I think everybody is tailored in a different way. And I think even though I might have OCD and you might have OCD, I have to deal with mine in a different way because mine might be in a different category, and same with you. And um, mental health for me is very important because I choose to level up as much as I can in life. And that means I have to really look at my mental health, and I have to look how others view me, and I have to see exactly what pinpointed that triggering emotion that I acted that way. And the first steps for mental health, I think, is figuring out exactly what categories you kind of fall under. The things that have helped me with my mental health, though, is my MediSkate channel, is finding out exactly what works for me, what makes me feel better, what makes me feel normal, like back to being who I am and what's normal for me. And for me, that was skateboarding and being out and about. I have mass anxiety, so like you see me in my channel, both me and my friend who do the channel, we both have anxiety. And so to see us out and about living life and skating and acting like we don't care, deep down we're both like, oh my god, what are they thinking? And maybe I sat too close to them, or maybe, you know, like, it's just, the anxiety is so overwhelming sometimes. And I don't want anyone to ever believe that they're alone or they're different. Like, we all deal with things in our own type of way. And it's so unfortunate to see, especially younger generations, dealing with things in such an unhealthy way, that I'm hoping that the MediSkate channel can just bring a little bit light to everyone, especially when it comes to mental health, because it's a big deal. It's our everyday life, you know?
Yes. And you said it just perfectly. Because we all have like, experiences, different experiences. And especially like with me too, like dealing with everything, with loss and the pandemic, it's just it's crazy. But how we can choose to really not only support ourselves, but also bring some, support each other too is really important too. Like, dive into our creativity and, with your channel too, Kamiko, it's really unique. I just love it. Just like, how you just
Thank you.
roller skate, it's kind of like in California, I've seen kids roller skate all the time too. It's like no biggie. It's just like, it's like, I've never been to New York except in the airport. It was like a few years ago, way before the pandemic started.
Right.
It like, yeah, it was just like
Which
interesting.
airport? Do you remember?
Yeah, I was with my parents, my mom and dad one time after
JFK?
yeah, it was China JFK. Yeah, because I saw
That's
what's
right
that?
next to me.
Okay, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just brief because I had to really turn around. It's a roundabout going back to the West Coast, so
Right. I've
it
been
was cool.
there. At least
Yeah,
you got to touch base here.
just for a brief time. My mom wanted to go to New Year's Eve one time for the just for New York. So, but hopefully someday I'll go to New York. See
Oh, your
you.
mom wanted to come see the ball drop? She
Oh
didn't get
yeah.
that chance, though.
No, but yeah, I know it's like
Oh, she'll get
I know.
it to you. Don't worry. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
It'll be a
That's like
great experience.
yeah, it's like with on my birthday a few weeks ago, she wanted to go see Godzilla versus King Kong because I got her the matching Godzilla shirt. So I was kind of
Yeah.
like, let's see in the theaters. Like she wanted to do it, and I felt like she was there. I was excited, and I joined the movie.
Oh, she was there. And
Yeah,
you talked to her beforehand. You knew how to invite her along. I like when people aren't scared to have that connection with the other side. I think it's very important. They're always here, so it's better for us, instead of having, like, you could have had that moment where you decided not to go because it was just so hard because you missed your mother. And a lot of us would do that because we are not acquired to know how to deal with pain and loss, and we're not even really taught so much of what happens when we die. So it's very scary when someone passes. And I think it's awesome that you were able to be like, you know what, mom, you're coming with me. Like,
yeah,
like, put your shirt on. Like, I know you're still here. Like, that's so cool.
yeah,
I bet she had so
yeah.
much
It was a fun day. Yeah, it was cool.
good.
I kind of felt little teary because I was kind of like, oh man, when I saw that preview before I saw the movie, I was like, oh man, I was like, it just got
Like,
these
you miss
flashbacks.
her. Yeah.
Yeah, because we talked about the movie, like we saw the Kingdom Monsters one where she was still here and she was getting ready to see the
Oh,
next one. We talked about it before and we kind of predicted what's going to happen. So kind of like, when I got her
triggering
that
memories.
Yeah, like I got her that shirt in WonderCon. I think it was 2018, and I just she couldn't go because she had to take me to a dance recital. So I went by myself, unfortunately. And but I got her the shirt, and she loved it too because I was
Of
like,
course.
yeah, it's kind of like interesting, and like when I saw that movie, I was like, oh, that's dope. It was a really good movie too. So like,
Yeah,
yeah,
you liked it?
it was
I
really
want to
good.
go see it in 4D, so I'm glad you said you liked it because I've been wondering how it was gonna go in 4D.
Yeah, yeah. I saw it in IMAX too. Like I was surprised that movie theaters are still open in my area. I wasn't sure.
Seriously, with everything going on, it's a
Yeah.
hassle to get a movie ticket though because of all the social distancing. They'll say they have tickets available and they don't.
Mhm.
But I'm
Yeah.
glad you got to go out and see that. That's awesome.
Oh
Very
yeah.
cool.
That is cool. Yeah. And so, what are things that you're working on recently for yourself you want to share?
Um, life's been kind of crazy lately. So like I had a very deep talk with myself and with Allah and the universe and my angels, and I was kind of at a point where like I'm not making a lot of money, but I'm not broke and I'm happy, but I was trying to figure out like what was missing. You know what I mean? Like I didn't feel like I was progressing, and um I had deleted my Instagram for almost a year. I was
Yeah.
very like I was very in my own zone. When I made the YouTube, I was very much focused on YouTube and just having fun and living life. I mean, last summer was one of the most epic, memorable summers I've ever had. And it's because I got my skateboard again. And I hadn't had a skateboard since I was a teenager. So this was a huge deal for me. For me to get a skateboard again, I felt like a child again. But even after the summer passed and the winter months came in and stuff, I was like, what, what do I want? Like, what do I want? Because I'm getting stuff, but I don't really know if I'm asking for it. So I asked the universe, like I said, I like taking pictures. I like doing modeling. Um, I didn't really know where I was going with that because my self-worth is very low. I might come off this way in my pictures, but the girl I see in the
Yeah.
pictures is not the girl I feel like I am 24/7 because I am a mom. I am running my own household. I am a single mother. I live in New York City. It's very expensive. I go crazy most of the time. Most of the time, I am a mother. I am do this, do that. Right now, I have more than 5 cats. So every time I turn around, there's a cat throwing up. There's a cat pooping where it's not supposed to poop because it thinks it's a new litter box. Like, I mean, I go crazy sometimes, but like, and when I really sat down and I said, who am I and what do I want to do right now with my life? Like, I have the YouTube, but what's next? It was pictures. I wanted to do modeling. It was the only thing that makes me feel like me. I can take a picture and feel beautiful. I don't have a head of the house other than me. So there's no masculine in my household other than my son and myself. And me, I'm figuring that as being a single mother, my masculine is rising. It is
Yeah.
rising, but my feminine is getting lost. And she wants to be adored and loved, but I'm not in the type of position to be in any type of romantic relationship. So for me, it was pictures. What makes me feel womanly and beautiful and like I'm cherished and godly, and it was pictures. And I asked the universe, and it was crazy. Once I threw up one picture out, I brought Instagram back, threw out one picture, and from there it was a snowball effect. I've been invited to all kinds of events to help people, and that's something I've always wanted to do, is help people. But when you don't have money, it feels really hard and difficult to do. So I was asking the universe, like, how can I help people with what I have right now? Because that's what makes me feel good. How can I do pictures? Because that's what makes me feel like a woman. And it was just boom, boom, boom. It's been crazy. I'm doing a runway show tomorrow for ending child sex trafficking. I did an event for the New York City Food Bank. It's just amazing. Like, I cannot ask for anything more than what I have right now. And I know that the steps I need to take for myself is talking to myself and talking to the universe and talking to God or whoever it may be that I feel can help me spiritually, not in this world, because I have everything I need in this world right now and I need a little bit more guidance. And for me, that's breaking down the steps. that step was to ask myself what I needed right then. So what I'm doing right now, you asked, I'm taking a lot of modeling pictures. I'm doing a lot of modeling stuff, and it's something that does make me feel good, but I actually didn't expect it would go the way it has, and I can't be more grateful.
Ooh, that is beautiful. I sense a lot of fire and energy too. And and Sherry Kirk, shout out to you. And
My hair's
anxiety and panic attacks are not easy to deal with too. And
Mhm.
you have my support on that too, as well as everybody else in the chat room too. And shout out to Pammy too, who just left. She's a really awesome person too. And just like people who have crossed over, like with my mom, for example, I'll just share that too. She helped me get through her passing too, because when she passed, I was just like, I lost it. When I'll share this story I haven't shared with anybody. I saw her have her stroke in person.
Right,
It was just like, it was couple days after her birthday. And I was like, what the heck just happened? I didn't see it coming.
right,
Because I was worried about my dad's health more than my mom. My mom was eating salad. She was working out. She was trying to take care of her granddaughter. I was just like being there for just like getting settled in our new home, and just she was trying to get back out there. But with her stroke and unexpected, it was just kind of hit. Like for me, as like being her son, it just really surprised me. I always try my best to take care of her, even take care of myself too at the same time. It's just like with her passing, I always felt some kind of doubt, because like part of me feels like I did my best, but part of me feels like oh man, like
what more could I see?
yeah, what
Yeah,
more could I do? Yeah, I really sat there and just what like what could I have done more to just help my
there's
mom.
nothing. I mean, there's absolutely nothing you could have done. You know what I mean? And I think that's the hardest part for us when death comes about, because we forget that it's not our world fully. It's our world, we're living it, and we have a part of the creation in it. But it's not just your world, and it's not just my world, and it's not just God's world. It's your mother's world too, and whatever path that she had, there's no way that you could have done anything to prevent it. Like you said, she had been starting to take care of herself, and you were seeing all this good stuff. Like sometimes we have to let the ego's questions and the humans want for a physical answer, and we have to accept that it had nothing to do with us. Like the most you could have done, you did do, and you gave to her. You know what I mean? And that even if they had caught it, sometimes it's just their path. We don't know what your mother's path is right now. She might have been called for something that was more important than being your mother. And that is so sad to say. It is sad
Yeah,
and it hurts, but at the same time, it is so beautiful because she was asked back for some reason or another. It was her time. And we have to be so selfless, because when it comes down to it, we hurt more, not even just the fact that they're not going to be there anymore, but we hurt more because we're like, damn, I could have had more time with them, or I should have done this, or I could have been better, or that argument we had 10 years ago, I mean, or when I stole the peanut butter out of there. And like it's all this guilt that we feel, and that's what hurts the most, is the guilt that we could have done more. But like, then again, if we take the physical out of it, like she's never gone, she's always there, and it was just her time. You know what I mean? I really, really, really think that for whatever reason, God forbid, any other bad stuff comes our way, but like there's always that lining of some type of positivity. And I'm the worst person because I'm so great to be like, oh, Jay, be positive. Herc, you got this. And then when it comes to me talking about mental health, I'll be like, no, it's not going to work out for you, or that's not even possible, and blah, blah, blah. And I have to catch myself. You know what I mean? But it really is just about taking those thoughts and going back down to where's the positivity, because everything stems from love and creation. It does, even the worst moments. And I tell this to people all the time. If you think about it, and this is a very hard topic for a lot of people, but even if you're getting hurt, like I go back to my childhood. A lot of people don't know the aspects of my childhood, but even in my worst moments when I thought I was going to die, I will always forever remember that pain. But what has kept me alive today and what has not taken me from killing myself today is the fact that there is an underlying reason to why it happened. And even if I haven't found the positivity to it, it's still there. And I'm still going to be searching for it until I find it, because I know it's there. And I'm here until the universe wants me to be here. So why not keep searching for it? You know what I mean? Everything has its reason and its purpose. And sometimes, especially in my journey and maybe with your mother, you just have to let it go. You have to let it go and be like, I don't know why. And universe, like, I want to know why, but I get that you can't tell me why right now. And when the time's ready, I'll know. And if it's not till you're past, it'll be even better, because then you lived your life and then you get this huge like graduation with your mother and everything else, and it'll all make so much sense, and then it makes life that much worth it. I mean, why would we want to know everything? It makes it boring, you know?
Yeah, keeping it real. Yeah, it's true. And yeah, thanks for sharing that your perspective and wisdom
Yeah.
too. Like, that's one of the things I'm working on letting go. Even like, with my mom passing, I feel like she's there. Like, she's like my manager in spirit.
Yeah,
So it's
exactly.
like,
She's right there all the time. I just
yeah,
got the
even,
chills.
yeah,
Confirmation.
like I get like, not just with me, but like she's watching like her grandbaby, her daughter, my dad, especially, the whole family too. It's just
Yeah.
like, I get feel like, I get like this rush of energy of like taking care of the house, but also doing other stuff too. It's kind of like how she used to do it when she was here. It's like, where am I getting
She
this energy
channels
from?
with you. Very
Yeah,
cute.
yeah.
Very
Because
cute.
like, yeah, it's like I'm always like learning from her, and she always taught me a lot of stuff about life too, like traveling and everything else. And so it's like it's amazing.
It's beautiful that you can still go back and pick all the positive things out of it and keep moving forward. You know, I know it was
Uh,
probably really hard for you in the beginning, but it's nice to
yeah.
see how strong you are.
Yeah, that's what even like people in this chat room too, like Ronald and Sherry and Lisa Smith and all you guys are really big support too. Because at the same time, I was going through a breakup too. Like I got broken up and I lost my mother at the same time and dealing with COVID. I was like, damn, like what the hell? But I
Yeah,
got through
it's a huge
it.
awakening.
It's a huge awakening. I was like, whoa, I'm still here and I didn't break. I was like, that's taking note of that. It's like,
Yeah.
wow. And like even like now on my birthday, I got even text messages from my ex and everybody else. I was like, oh,
I
okay.
haven't heard from you.
I was like, okay. I woke up, text my ex, like, oh shit. It's like, is this real? It's a Twilight Zone. All right. I thought I was tripping out. But it was nice overall. Just let it go. It's like, thank you. Just like I say, thank you. Just let it go. But
Yeah,
you know,
life likes to surprise us with little gifts.
yeah,
It keeps
that
us
surprise.
going.
Yeah, it does, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's amazing. So yeah, what you just
I
said
can't
is
see the chat. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I
if you
saw
click,
some people's things pick up. Oh, wait, here. This thing's coming up.
yeah, if you go to comments, you can see the whole chat. So
Okay, so it's in private chat. Let me go to comments.
yeah.
Oh, wow. Hi, everyone.
Hey, Bright Opal
We're
Tarot.
all
Hello.
unique. I have anxiety and panic attacks so bad that I can no longer drive. It is bad. Dennis helped me through. It's hard being without him. See
Yeah,
you all later. Sister called me and things. Take care.
yeah.
I think, panic attacks are so hard to deal with. I think, yeah, my first panic attack, I kind of like spazzed. I really didn't know what was happening. I just knew that when I had my first panic attack, it was almost like I was watching myself freak out. And it freaked me out more because I felt like I wasn't the one freaking out. It was like the body took over, you know what I mean? And then you start
Yeah,
to see that your body has a mind of its own. You have to take control of that, you know? A
Yeah.
panic attack could be very scary, especially if you're not able to take control of your mind in that moment, and really just bring yourself back to grounding. I feel like panic attacks are like such an aggressive, like, wake up call to control your mind, if that makes
Mm,
sense. I noticed anytime I had a panic attack, it's because I let one thought bounce to the other, and it bounced so fast that it was almost like I couldn't keep up with it. And then my body was like, you're freaking out, so I'm freaking out. Now we're both gonna freak out. And then my higher self was over here like, why are you freaking out? What's wrong with you? And I'm like, because my thoughts are just like, I'm not there. There's no connection. Panic attacks are so bad because you are literally panicking because you're not connected in any way, shape, or form. Your mind, body, and soul is like, well, there's a disconnect. Like, hello, come back together. So, and anyone who's having panic attacks, I know it's very difficult to deal with, and there's not some easy cure to it, but really, really watch your thoughts and be so positive to yourself, especially. Self-love is so extreme. Talk nicely to yourself. No matter what situation, even I don't care if it was like you just found out your husband of 25 years cheated on you and he has 3 kids in Alabama. Like, no. The panic attack is from not connecting the mind, body, and soul. You are made of the universe. There's no reason for you to have a panic attack other than to wake you up. So watch your minds, grab your breathing, connect the mind, body, and soul, and remember that you are loved. Absolutely loved in that moment. And that's the best thing you can do for a panic attack. I promise you.
Preach, man.
I'm sorry. I talk
No,
so much. I don't know if you invited that person on here.
You're good. You're good. I let the guests express themselves,
Okay,
and
great.
it's just like I'm unbiased and I'm just like to talk to different variety of people, but I know my boundaries too. Like, I have my reasons of panic attacks too. Like my anxiety levels like over 9,000. Even my dad has it too. Like it's kind of like genetic too. And he learns how to really just calm himself down and just like, breathe. And especially like, being a certified yoga instructor too, it helps, with that pranayama practice, helps you
Right.
in tune with yourself, being
Practice the
being
breathing.
present. Yeah,
Yeah.
and the breath work, it's wonderful. I can't even put into words like how beneficial it is, and especially
It's like
the
you
positive.
become in control again.
Yeah,
Nobody
you're
else
back.
is driving for you. You're like, let me drive.
Yeah, give me the goddamn wheel. Yeah, so it's like that.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah,
why did I
exactly.
give it to you in the first place? I don't know, because it does not feel good. It feels better when I'm in control. I might crash, but I had control of the crash, and I got insurance for that. So,
Exactly.
universe, back me up.
Oh, 24 hours. That's my buddy. Shout out to her. Her birthday was a few days ago too. So happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday.
Yes, my friend. Hopefully you got your gift I sent you today. I don't know when it came in the mail, but I sent her a gift too, just for this week, and hopefully she got it. So yes, exactly. Thank you. Shout out to you, 24 Hour. And so I like your outfit too. That's cool.
Thank you. I had to put a hat on because I felt like my hair was too greasy for the light. I have the ring light going on right now. I don't know if it's helping.
Oh, your
But
video looks clear. I mean,
it's the fuck off hat. Excuse my language. Do you have to
no,
beep that?
no. I hear my friends, like, I'll say this, my friend Lisa and Sharon Lee, they have this channel called the Nancy Women Tarot, and they really just discuss and they do kind of readings
Okay.
too. So they're wild, but they're cool. So yeah, it's cool.
Awesome.
It's cool.
Feel better now. Thank you though.
But
I
it's
appreciate
for kids, so it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I make sure everything's cool. I put all your links to your website, your Instagram, and
Oh,
your.
that's so sweet. Thank you. That was cool. Very cool.
You're welcome. Yeah, just like even being like the host too, like to really help people and help people
Connect.
out.
Yeah,
Connect. Yeah,
connect and
exactly.
network. No, I appreciate it. We'll definitely have to do one on the MediSkate channel too.
Yeah, I'm definitely into that. I gotta visit you in New York. Hang out with you. All kind of good stuff. That's like
You're
get traveling.
amazing. You have to. If you've only stopped by the airport, you definitely have to come through. It's amazing here. It's a whole world in one place. You could never find something better than that. I've never experienced so much in my life.
Yeah, my dad's been in New York. Because he's from Virginia. He's kind of have a kind of I don't want to say is this something. He's kind of an iffy love-hate relationship with New York, but with me,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, no.
different.
Anytime a New Yorker steps out of New York, it's definitely it's funny, from the West Coast, I didn't know that until I lived here. I had no idea that there was such a spiff with New Yorkers, and it's true. They think that New Yorkers have a lot of attitude, and it's true. We do have attitude. There's billions of us cockroaches living on top of each other, so you can't imagine we all walk around like, "Good morning, neighbor. How are you? Did you sleep?" Well, no, that's not how it is. Like, I'm blessed because I have a very nice neighbor next door to me. He's older. He's very sweet. He always says good morning. But like, you walk down 2 more blocks and people are throwing up or pissing on the corner. It's not a good morning. You know what I mean? So I get it. And when we walk out of New York, they're like, New Yorkers. Like, a lot of New Yorkers are very like, they come off bougie because and I give respect to New Yorkers. So let me say this. They come off bougie, but even me, I'm not a bougie person, and I'm not from New York. But there's something about living in New York and surviving in New York that gives you like a medallion. It's like you earned a medal because you lived here and you survived here. It is difficult. I've heard people say the saying, the actual saying is, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. And that is true. I've heard people in New York say, oh no, the saying is, if you can make it here, you can't make it, or if you can't make it here, you can't make it anywhere. No. It is very difficult to make it in New York. It is very difficult. There's a lot of people and there's a lot going on. But remember, if there's a will, there's a way. But I think the reason why New Yorkers get that brunt is because of their attitude. They come up with more confidence because they've dealt with so much that a lot of people would never have to deal with. There's a lot of shit I've never seen until I came to New York. And just in the 4 years alone that I've been here, I feel I've earned my medal because I get to hold my head up a little bit higher. I'm a single woman and I'm still surviving out here. I feel proud. There's a lot going on, you know? There's a lot going on in the whole world right now. But being around so many people stuck in such a small area, you really face your mirror every day. Every time I walk out of my house, I face my own mirror. Is he going to say something? How am I going to react to that? Am I going to stay positive? Am I going to stay negative? It's really been an eye-opener for me.
That's deep. Because like I'm from the West Coast. I grew up in California all my life, and like I always tell me, how are you so chill in this situation? It's just like, I don't know. It's just like I've been to so much stuff. Like people, it's like wouldn't believe too. Like even going to a different county in high school, seeing a riot in my high school, and kids acting a fool to really just family members having some kind of beefs and all. It's crazy. It's like even like in California, it's can be so relaxing, but also materialistic too. It's like there's a lot of shady stuff going on that most people don't see. It's just like, but California overall, it's really a fun place too. Like especially when I grew up in Orange County, where you could go like a couple of blocks and you go to the beach, and go surfing, and there's these beach shops around the corner to just like there's like all yoga studios there too, and like surprisingly still there's a place I usually go. Yeah, it's crazy, but I gotta experience New York just to get a feel of it too. As like if I come back looking like Luke Cage or something, so it's kind of like,
something like that.
Yeah.
You have to. It's an experience. I'm from San Diego myself. I lived in San Diego for almost 25 years, 24 years probably.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think it's just, I mean, life is hard no matter where you're at, and we all deal with a lot of the similar circumstances. I think just in New York, it's just a lot. It's fast moving. It's the city that never sleeps. You know what I mean? It's there's something about it that it almost feels like the backbone of the United States sometimes. The way that it works, it's always
Yeah.
moving. And then living here, I started to connect. I always wanted to be in New York because of fashion and the industries I want to be in. But specifically, I noticed that history is so alive in New York. So much goes right back to New York, or even on the East Coast side of our history, that I mean, it's amazing. New York City itself, I've never learned so much about the United States, let alone the world, by living in New York. I've met people, cultures, religions. I've been in situations that I never could have experienced without being here. And I wish this experience on everybody. That's how much I love New York. There's something to get out of it. There is a place for everybody in New York. I don't care who you are, where you came from, what you like. Even if you don't want to tell people what you like, that is here. You can find it in New York City. And that's why I love it. It's amazing.
Oh, that's deep. That's
You
real
have to
deep.
come. You're welcome anytime. Let me know.
I will. I'll do that. And if you want to come to Cali too, I'll show you around too. Like
You know,
I,
I should be there soon, actually. So I'm going to hold you to that. What part of California, if you don't mind?
uh, I live in Menifees right now, so it's kind of
Okay.
like I'm kind of a few hours away from LA and Orange County. I know where those spots at too. Like I used to know where when I was a kid, I used to live like a few minutes from Disneyland. My mom used to work. She had a really good paying job.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's like I always hear fireworks every weekend, and just like me, it's normal. It's like, oh, like my niece Andrea, she loves it, but it's me, I was like, huh, it's just like childhood
All
memories.
the time. So
It's just
cute.
nostalgic memories. It's like I was spoiled when I was a kid too. I don't know if most people don't know that. No, seriously, I was kind of like I had like a lot of I don't know how many water guns I had back in the '90s, and that's like the popular thing.
The
I like
super soakers. Yeah.
super soakers. I have like at least 4 or 5, at
Yeah.
least. Yeah, and I always love sharing them with my friends too, who I trust. It's kind of like I felt like Tony Stark a little bit because I had like not like everything, but I have like the cool stuff happening, but I always share with my friends. So it's kind of
Right.
like that's a cool thing. And just like even with I still have my games that I still have for like at least 20 years too, like Tekken 2 to really just that I have a game with Bruce Willis was the main protagonist. I'm not even joking. It's called
Really?
Apocalypse. Yeah, it's really. I don't know if I can show you it, but it's. Hold on for a second. I'm gonna show you. It's
I
a really
don't.
cool
What system was that?
PlayStation 1.
What?
Yeah, it's
I
dope.
don't remember that at all. He did a movie? Why would they put him as the main character?
It's called Apocalypse. It's a game.
Oh
It's
my
a game.
god.
Early 2000s. I had this. I bought this at Fry's. My mom bought it just like because I love the different kind of games, and I was like, "Huh, this game looked interesting." And I had it for at least 20 years, and I'm still in the last level. Of you have to play as at the because the president is like a demon or something. So you hear
Oh,
Bruce
like the
Willis's
boss
voice.
then.
Yeah, his cameo's like, "Oh, I stick my foot so far off your ass," and it's kind of his long lighters in like in what's those movies he's oh I forgot. Uh, I know you guys are which movies you talk about with Bruce Willis. He did him for quite some time,
Yeah,
but
Die Hard,
yeah, Die
right?
Hard. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, Die Hard. Yeah, it's like, oh, that's so cool. Even my friend Kyle's like, oh, you got this game with Bruce Willis. That's so cool. It's like that's
I
cool.
bet
Yeah.
that's worth the money now. Have you checked it out?
Well, I have Pokemon cards that are worth some money too.
Yeah,
Actually, like
they are really worth money. Did you
I have
keep
like
them in the folders?
I have them
So
for like years.
smart.
I because like my mom's friends gave it to me. Like she went to Japan with her son, I believe, and she got me the cards. And I looked at the worth of how much they were. I was like, "Are you kidding me? These worth like 900 each." I was like, "Damn!" I was like, "I'm gonna keep these cards, yo."
Put those in the bank in a safe.
I'm gonna put those in. That's a good
Yeah.
idea. Yeah, that's
I
cool.
bet.
It's cool. Like they're like limited edition. Like you don't see them like anymore. So it's kind of like I am
Don't tell anyone.
Yep. I mean, yep.
I'm
You
just
say
kidding. But
it's
I
all
watch so many scary horror stories from the internet. I'm trying not manifest anything. But Put those
Right.
Pokemon cards away and save them till you have your kids, and then maybe one day you could use that for their tuition or something, you know?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you got that. I got a game plan.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
smart.
yeah.
So
That's
what's up? Let's see the chat, yeah?
yeah. So,
Thing I'd like to. Oh, someone wants 24-hour super cool mommy wants to come to New York too.
oh, nice.
We'll get a group going. If y'all come
Okay.
out, I'll be the
Okay.
host.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah, she's a really good friend of mine. I met him in
Oh,
person.
Sherry said just thinking about being in New York gives me anxiety. Listen, I was the same way. I can't even, you know, it's so funny. Oh no. Wait, what happened? I'm trying to go back to you. Okay. So like, I'm from the West Coast, yeah. I've only been to 3 states, never been out of the country before I had come to New York. And like, well, I've been to Mexico because we lived in San Diego. It's right on the border of Mexico. So that was like normal for me almost. But like, yeah, so everything I heard about New York, the news, of course, makes it seem awful. You always hear about the Bronx and Brooklyn and a shooting and oh my God, like, it's just, ever since I can remember, New York has gotten a very bad name. And it seems very scary. Like, you get mugged, you have to keep your purse in front of you, like, a lot of crazy stuff. And like, honestly, I think the worst part about New York is that it's dirty. Like, there's trash. It's not so much, it's not as scary as it's made out to be. Now, mind you, I don't live in the Bronx. I don't, and I probably will never live in the Bronx because there are some areas that are a little bit more high crime. But that's not to say that I haven't been throughout the Bronx. I go to the Bronx when I need to go to the Bronx. I used to have a dentist out there. Like, I went and saw apartments when I couldn't find a house and I couldn't afford anything. You know what I mean? So I'm not scared of it. But I think New York gets a really bad rep because people tend to forget that, like in San Diego, even though I was in a very populated area in San Diego, we had suburbs, we had a lot of like cookie cutter houses. There was still a lot of people. We're right next to the city too. We tend to forget how many people really are in New York City. So on my block, I might get 4 shots a night. Like, literally on my thing, it'll pop up. There was 4 gunshots, right? It'll be a couple blocks down. But that 4 gunshots equals to your whole month. Like, we have more people. We have a lot of people in one house in somewhere else in the country or in wherever else, right? You have one family, maybe 2 at most. And the houses in New York, like mine, I'm not in an actual apartment building. Mine is a house. We have 4 apartments in one house. That is 4 different families. Imagine how many people are in each of those families. Then imagine a whole block filled with multiple families in one house. It's crazy. There's a lot of people. So it seems a lot scarier. The anxiety comes in, I think, because there's so many people. And like, when I first got off the bus in New York, I promise you, I was looking like a homeless person. And I was so excited just to be there. I was like, holy shit, like, the skyscrapers it was just like, it was like a dream. I was like, oh my God. Like, I looked up and I just kept looking up. And then all the people, so many people, my anxiety did kick in until I realized they're all just people. Like, they're all just going somewhere to get something done and live their day. There's no different from you or me. The only reason that person would be thinking about me is because I stopped in their way. In New York City, especially in Manhattan, it's go, go, go. When you're walking across the street, you can't stop. People are just moving. It's crowds of people moving. And like, luckily during COVID, all that went away. Thank God. But for the first couple of years I was here, yes, and I worked in Manhattan. It was crazy. The anxiety can be so extreme if you let it take control of your life. You have to control it. You have to remember, just like a spider, that thing is more scared of you than you are of it. So even like coming on here, I have mass anxiety. It takes me a lot. Like, even now I'm thinking about, like, I have hair on this hat. I know I have lipstick messed up right here. I'm consistently thinking about what is not perfect. I'm a Virgo, so it's just how I am. But with that anxiety, I have to take control of it because I'm not living my life. If I'm not doing this, if I didn't come on here today, I would have been so sad and disappointed and felt guilty because this is who I am and this is who I want to be and I want to share and I want to live with you and I want to enjoy our moments together. But if I let that anxiety take control, like, no, I don't look perfect enough, or I didn't get to spend 6 hours on my makeup and hair, so I can't possibly get in front of the camera. Like, if I let that come over me, then I would never just get to live, and that's so scary. In New York City, I just had to tell myself, they're going to work. They're rushing because they're probably late to work. Everybody's trying to get somewhere because literally everybody's anxious all the time. Don't be the anxious person. I will walk with you. I will run with you, get where I'm going, but I will remember I am not you and I am not anxious. There's nothing to be anxious about. That anxiety kicks in, you have to tell yourself it's no good for you. Anxiety is supposed to be used as a security tool, a protective mechanism for yourself. But what happens is your brain runs wild with it. Every little thing stays. Don't let everything little things stay because your anxiety will increase that way. You have to let things go. You have to let them go and you have to tell yourself you're going to live. You're going to live, you're going to control it. And that's it. But I totally understand the New York anxiety thing. I get it.
Wow, that's a lot of gems there. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I learned something today too. And like Virgos, I know learning from astrology, I know Virgos are very perfectionistic, right? If I'm saying that right?
It's very like OCD type of things.
And like with me, like my astrology, my sun sign is an Aries.
You're Taurus,
too.
right?
I'm an Aries.
You're
my
Aries.
sun, my rising sign is a Leo. My sun sign is an Aries, but my moon sign is a Pisces. So that's kind of a unique blend. It's like
that's a very nice blend, though.
It is. Like I was supposed to be born on my sister's birthday, but my mom decided to get 2 weeks early, so I was on the 12th. So it was like
that's probably a good thing.
Yeah. So my sister's
so
a Taurus.
Pisces is how people view you, right? Or if your Pisces is you're emotional. And that makes so much sense to me because I would never see you as an Aries or a Taurus. You know what I mean? That makes so much sense. You remind me of my father. My father's a Pisces. So that makes so much sense to me. And then the Leo and the Aries are so assertive. They're very assertive. And you do have that very assertive nature to you, but it's cute because the Pisces like coats it softly. It's not like, no, we're going to do this. It's more of like, hey, we're going to do this. Yeah. Like, it's very cool. It comes off very composed. I like that. Yeah. Very nice mix you got.
Yeah, thank you. My dad's like, he's a sun, his Leo too, and my mom's a Sagittarius. So like, those two fire signs, they go to well together. And that's kind of like why, like during the time my parents were together even though they split and came back, they were like together for at least 30 some years. And even like my mom's parents, they were together for at least since the 50s, like when they got their house in Santa Ana. And it's like amazing, like, whoa, like even like my mom's like she shared with me about how Michael Jackson, like some of her friends or the dance coach she hung out with was in some of his videos, and I was like, she shared that story with me over and over. I was like, what? I was like, yeah. She told me the whole story. Like they went to Santa Ana High, and Mike was in the the limousine. He was trying to be like inconspicuous, trying to hide his identity, but he was there. It was like, oh, that's so cool. I was like, that's cool. And because my mom was right into that popular crowd, and especially in Santa Ana during the 70s and 80s, it was randomly. And so like my mom knew that kind of a lot of people in the area too.
That vibe. She had that vibe to her.
Yeah, my family. Yeah, family there was really respected too. So it's kind of cool. Like that's kind of like why, like she had those Disney movies and like that Moonwalker video when I was a kid. She made me listen to it over and over. It's so cool.
It is cool. It's a part of her and a part of you.
It is.
Do you think that they were twin flames?
Who?
Your mother and your father, because of the separation? I'm curious. Because twin flames usually tend to separate. They'll come together really strong and then they separate for a good amount of time and then they start to realize, wow,
Yeah. Like with my dad too, like he's a rock and he talks about my mom all the time in a very good way too. Even though like they had their fights, but they always come back together. It's kind of like, oh, okay.
Very
like sometimes the fights could be sound like a wrestling match. It's like, oh shit.
right. Well, because they're fire.
Yeah.
Like, what do you expect? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
Virgo Cancer. I feel like I got the short end of the stick, but that's okay.
and shout out
Someone
to
had to
Janet.
take that role.
Yeah. That's a cool unique blend you have. Virgo Cancer, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Virgo Cancer. Cancer is my moon.
Okay, okay. I don't know much about cancers. I don't know.
Very emotional. They're very emotional. Very emotional people. And I feel like Virgos are already very emotional and think too much. And then I have Virgo Cancer. So it explains a lot. It does explain a lot. But I feel like each of us, like with our horoscopes, especially the more that we can look into it, we find out exactly what it is we're supposed to conquer in this life, because there's supposed to be balance to everything. So if I'm Virgo, that means I have a lot of control issues that I have to deal with in this life. And I'm okay with that. Like, it's my journey that I have to take control of and learn myself. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I have a lot. Like, I like fire. I have a lot of Sag that surround me and a lot of Pisces that surround me. Aries too. I do have a really good friend who's in Aries, and he's amazing. I think learning astrology about people is important. There's a video I watched. I have got to send it to you. I have to figure out the name, but it's all about this guy like studied Nostradamus astrology and like everything about Nostradamus, and he learned his way to predict things, and he's able to create a chart of your astrology and tell you so many things that are hugely beneficial. But it's crazy to me because he ends up like in the video he's explaining to you how he used this to predict the bombings in the UK, I think it was, and he had actually sent the government over there information that this was going to happen because he had read it out in the charts and the stars, and the shit happens. And so the FBI comes to his house and like infiltrates all his stuff. Like, how did you know? Went through all his house and everything, and he explains it to them. And he said they were like a bunch of young kids, and FBI or not, they're still young minded. And he was like, they couldn't even wrap their mind about it because they're so ego physical based that they couldn't comprehend that we have so much more that we can utilize in our life and teach us. And that one was just phenomenal. Because you know what's interesting? I thought you might be interested in taking those classes with me one day. He does classes to teach you the astrology and how to map everything out the way that Nostradamus had taught. And I think it's an amazing gift to have. Like, I would love to learn it. But if you want, I could give you the info and you could watch it. And
Yeah.
then let me know what you think.
Yeah, for sure. I like to learn that too. Yeah. And shout out to Joanna. She just dropped in and she says, hello, Jay, 23, and Janet. And she says, nice to meet you, Kamiko.
Hi.
Yes. And she is MediSkate. And if you guys want to check out her channel, it's in the description of this video. It's really awesome. It's really creative. It's unique. So it's cool stuff, Joanna. So thank you for dropping by too.
Got good music too. We
You
have
know,
so much fun editing that.
That's cool. Oh, I want to ask you something. You said something like you felt masculine too. Like, can you feel free to share that? Because like for me, I felt like I've been really feminine, but I just.
Yeah, no, it's totally cool. I love it. And that's what too, I was like, Aries surprises me with you because Aries is such a masculine sign.
Oh, but, I am in some degrees, but I tend to hide it. They don't see it coming.
And that's okay. No, I love it. I love it. It's because I feel like our moon sign has so much to do with us. Like, it might not be how people view us, like the rising sign is how people view us and all that good stuff, but your emotions rule everything. Genuinely, everything comes back to the emotions. So if you're a Pisces, it makes so much sense for you to come off more feminine. My father is, and he comes off very level-headed, very calm, which a dad would, a masculine would. But feminine wise, he's very good at taking care of himself. He likes fashion. He's very like he has a very motherly like calmness that you would want a mother to have, very patient in that. And I love that about a Pisces. Pisces are very attractive because they have that balance. Like a Pisces is so manly, but they're also so feminine. I love it. But like Aries, as much as I know like Aries who run hard with the Aries, they're very like, no, what I say goes kind of thing. And like there's not a lot of growth for that. And I have an Aries who is like that, but he's been so well trained since he was a child to look into things deeper that he's very spiritual and he's very well balanced with his feminine also. But he does come off as Aries, and it makes me wonder if his emotion is Aries also. You know, it has a lot to do with everything as a whole. But as far as masculine, like I just like I said, my father's Pisces, and I was raised with a Pisces mother figure. It was his wife, and although she was also reminding me a lot of him being a Pisces, she had a drug addict problem. So the way I was raised was very awkward. And my father was military. So my Pisces was always gone. And she was always the shadow side of a Pisces. So I was very doctrined into and taught to be very independent and very masculine because that's how she took on the role in the family. And also it's crazy to me, and even admitting it, she was very addicted, very 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 mental on top of it. She was never progressing and trying to spiritually handle anything. And she would put men down, to say the least. She would always say things like, men aren't as good as women because whenever you need them, they're not there. Or most problems are caused by men. People are killed because of men, raped because of men. Like, with beautiful families are broken up because a man has to go use his thing somewhere else and get satisfied. That's what I was raised around. So my whole life, as much as like I needed someone to love me and I craved for a man to fill that void in me, I didn't realize how much masculine issues I had. And that's why I am so masculine, is because I feel like there is no man superior to me right now other than my God and other than my universe. There is nobody good enough for me to take that role. So I have to take that role for myself and with my son. And it's to the point where I'm done. I'm exhausted being the masculine. I'm absolutely exhausted. It's not a role for me to take. I am a femme and I'm looking for my mass. So for me to be the dominant all the time in a daily role is physically exhausting. I'm consistently telling my son all the time, like, I need love. I need you to give me hugs and kisses because I'm always go, 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 get this done, this done. I have to be the feminine and the masculine 24/7, but more the masculine than anything else because I am the head of my household. So it gets exhausting, but I'm very, very in tune with myself. And I know personally when I need to take steps to work towards something. And right now I'm trying to get back to my feminine. And that's why you probably see so many modeling pictures of me and all this stuff, because it's very hard for me to get into my feminine without being in a relationship. As a woman or as a man, we are feminine and masculine. And when it's imbalanced, we need to cater towards it. But it's hard for me to get what I need to feel feminine without being in a relationship. And I think that's one of my biggest blocks right now. I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't want to have sex with anyone. I don't want to kiss anyone. I've done that my whole life and I need a break. And I need to get where I want to be and be whole by myself without anyone taking that in. So now my goal is to figure out, how do I bring that masculine from up here where I'm so tough and like nobody can infiltrate, to, okay, I can be tough and still be a female and be assertive, and I don't have to be that that side all the time. Like I'm really trying to find my balance, and I think it's important for all of us to do.
Preach. No, seriously, because like, I met so many women who say like, like how you said you express yourself as being masculine. Like I know my best friend Paula, I mentioned her a lot, and she's doing kind of similar experiences as you, dealing with being a single mother and just like raising two kids, and she has to balance everything out. And just like, like even like I always like ask her because she's always been there for me, and just like you need some help, you hang out or anything like that, and it's just like when she's open to that, she really leads in her feminine too. And that's kind of like I experienced with before, like all my life, just like with my mother was really masculine, but she was also feminine too when she needed to be. And like, even like my dad too was masculine too, but feminine at the same time. And I think
A
like
nice
with me,
balance.
yeah, like the balance, I think me and my dad and he and I have a kind of similarity where we could balance each other out, and just like you could be feminine one day and then masculine the other, and depending on the situation, what someone needs, or even what we need for ourselves too. Like, because like even knowing you, Kamiko, I always thought you're really cool, creative, beautiful, and like,
Thank you.
I know dealing with being a single mother is not easy too, and mothers are most strongest people I've ever seen too. Like even if you're a single mother, even if you're married too, like raising a house, it's not easy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I seen that before with women who are doing their thing. Even like my friend, 24 hours. What's her name? 24 hours super. Like her name is Cecily. I'll just say that.
24-hour. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. She's a mom too, and she's amazing too. Wonderful kids and all that. I'm not trying to put her business out there, but it's just like she's really cool, and she's a really good mom too, and she's like a awesome example of mother, kind of like you are, and Paula is too, and it's just mothers, they're strong people. I'm not trying to disregard dads too. It's just like I've seen like moms do some amazing stuff, like say like trying to get a kid for a snack for the kids, and your mom just hits the vending machine, it comes out, it's like whoa.
Yeah.
It's yeah, it's like it's something I saw a few days ago too. It's like it's amazing, so
You ever notice how like, because I love how you said that you don't discredit the dads either, because I actually when I first came to New York, I was living in one of their domestic violence shelters for many reasons, and it was completely necessary at that time for my protection and my son's. But living in that shelter, I met a single dad who had a baby. Like she was a baby, and it was interesting to see a young single dad take control of a situation because the mother had lost it and have to adapt into that role. And the thing that I love the most about what his experience brought to me was how much credit he gives women, because he didn't realize until he was a single father how much women are expected to do. We are expected to be the home cleaner, the cooker, the trash person, the maid for the beds. I mean, I still wipe my son's butt. Like, and I
yeah.
still have to go to my modeling events and do this and do that, and like it's insane. And it was just amazing to have someone realize, especially a man, that yes, women are expected to do a hell of a lot more than a man is. I understand that we ask to have our own rights and be out in the world with the boys, but what a lot of people don't realize is when we got that right, when we got the right as women to join the world with the men, they raised prices on absolutely everything. So you no longer could be stable as a single person. You had to have two incomes. So no matter if we were both working, we still were living at the same rate as we were with the one man working. So we got fucked no matter what. And now we were expected to do it all. Yeah, you want to work? It's okay. You could go work. But while you're working, make sure when you come home, dinner's ready for me. So now we're going to make a crock pot for you so you can cook dinner in the morning, have it cook all day long, so when you get home you can serve your husband, your children, and clean their clothes at the same time. So now we're left to, wow, women are so amazing, women can do this and that. Well, it's because society has made it so easy for men. Men, yes, you're supposed to work out, take care of yourself, provide for your woman. But like a personal example for me was, me and my son's dad split apart. We ended up in court like most people do. In the courtroom, he says, well, she had a whole year we didn't have insurance, and she was supposed to go to welfare and apply for insurance, and she's a bad mom because her kids didn't have insurance. Mind you, him and I were together at that 1 year interval where we didn't have insurance. We were together for a total of 5 years. One of those years we didn't have insurance. During those 5 years, I provided insurance. I provided it. The 1 year that I didn't provide it, he brings it up to the court. But how stupid do you look when you are in a courtroom blaming the one woman who is taking care of you, your family, paying half the rent, going to college, okay, doing 40 plus hours a week, and you're blaming her for not having insurance. If you are the man of the house and this is your role that society is giving to men, then what were you providing for? It's at that moment and little things in my life that had made me see I do have a lot of issues with men, but it's not even men. It's the way we raise our world and our people and how we're treated. And it's so off balance. It's disgusting. Like my mind, some days I have the hardest time wrapping around it because I am a Virgo. And I'm like, if it's so simple to me, why is it not so simple to the rest of the world? If black and white is black and white, then why are they seeing this middle ground? There's like, that's not even there. It just is this and it is that. But how do they see that? And I think that's one of my hardest problems with being in this world is I have to learn and accept everyone and figure our way around it so we can all mix and match the right way. Because I don't hate men. I love men. I think men are what we need. There is two of us for a reason. It's not like, oh, I don't need a man. I don't need a man right now. And I'm okay with saying that. But I do want a man. I do want someone to share the rest of my life with other than my children. I want to be sexually complete with someone where I can feel like a woman at night and wake up feeling like a beautiful mother in the morning. I want and I need that. I do think men out there are good. You are a great man. You are amazing. And I'm so blessed to have you as my friend. But my viewpoint is very strong. You know what I mean? And men go through it too. Like that guy I was telling you about, he went through it just as much as I went through it. And I am so blessed to have been his friend and met a man who was able to admit, damn, this is fucking hard. Like, it is. A baby alone is hard, you know?
Mm-hmm. Especially take care of it alone too. And I'll share a story with like my friend Paula, and she shared it with many of her friends. Like she had colon cancer, and like her friends, like she subbed for a class, and at the time I was living in Horse Thief in Corona, and I asked her friend like, "What's something's wrong with Paula?" And she told me what's going on with her. So out of my busy day, I decided to just help her out in their house. I babysat her son. He was little at the time too. And just like, until like, the ambulance came around, took her, it was kind of like a scary time too. And ever since then, like, we're like, I was in her circle, just like, take care of her son, especially during that time, she was having a rough time. And just like that too, it's like, I know how like you, Kamiko and Paula and any other mom there was so much, with raising kids too, and especially it's amazing. It's like, whoa, even like with society's expectations, like even as a man, for me, I'm always open-minded to really listen to someone's different stories and viewpoints, and really just like I'll never say like you have to expect me to make a sandwich or anything like that. I'll never say that to a woman. They could just try to say that they have to stop me and knock me out because I've been turned to a villain, but that's not like whatsoever. I'm like, I always told my mom before she passed, like, you don't have to cook for me. I like to cook myself. But she likes to do it overall because I'm her son. It's like,
It's a role role that we like to play. And when you love someone, you want to take care of them.
Right,
You
right,
know?
exactly. And like, even like because
Like
like
what
my
you said. I'm
oh,
sorry.
go ahead. No, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No,
Oh,
I was just how you said that you wouldn't expect, like, you would never say that to a woman, to like that you expect her to do this or do that. And I think that's why I fell in love with my son's dad, is because he never he would never do that or say that, and he would be the first person to tell you that there was no gender roles like that. But he still would never clean up. He would never contribute other than going to work and coming home. And as soon as he got home, he deserved his beer and to be left alone the rest of the night. And that to me is asinine, because even though you're not asking me to do it, you're still not contributing. I had 3 kids at that time because I had his kids also. So if you're not contributing, then I'm the only one taking part. Yeah, I get that you're not asking to help. But then when he'd wake up and he wouldn't have clean socks, he would come yell at me, or he would throw a fit for the whole house. And I would be like, what's wrong? Oh, I don't have socks. Well, okay, so you didn't ask me. You didn't tell me it's my job to clean the clothes, but you're not doing it. So now you're upset. So now it's my fault. And everyone's upset because you don't have clean socks now. I just then get this, the worst part, when things like this would happen. Mind you, I'm going to college full time online. I have a 40 plus manager job, assistant managing job. I had my son and my daughter and his daughter all in the same house, plus a dog and 2 cats. So during all this, I'm expected to do everything. And if I don't do everything, he's not going to say anything. So that's great. But he gets mad. And he's still not going to be like, it's your fault I don't have socks. He's not going to say that. But he's still mad, throwing shit, walking around, slamming doors. So then his mother gets involved. And the way he was raised, his mother's ideas, oh, well, she's the woman, she should be doing it. But because she can't do it because she's too busy trying to better herself, I'm going to come in and I'm going to clean it. Now, my problem is I don't want you in my house. I don't want you cleaning my stuff. That is my job. And if I can't do it, my husband should do it. But you want to come in, and instead of telling your son, who you raised, to pick up his socks and wash them because I have cooked dinner all day, been to work, and finished my assigned classes for the week, she does it for him. And she wants to take over the hard roles. But then that just made me so much more upset, because then you're still not teaching him. And then guess what? We broke up, and who was there doing his dishes, bringing him food? You know what I mean? It all starts from source. I cannot fully blame him because it was how he was raised. I can't blame her because it's how she was raised. And so on, all the way back to the universe's start and creation. You know what I mean? That's why
exactly.
everything comes back to love. It has to, because we'd go crazy if we couldn't find love in this world.
Yeah, that's something I want to bring up about mental health awareness. Like even like with me, like I learned about contributing at the age of 18 when I had my first job as a janitor working at a Tenga. It's just like, my mom, even like my dad too, really taught me how to contribute to the house. I always, even since I was a kid, I always be able to clean up after myself, and
Like chores
even
and stuff.
course, yeah, it's like nothing. It doesn't bother me at all. Like even like now, like at a point in my life too, it's just like if ever in a relationship again, I don't want to bring any drama to not only to the other my significant other to myself either. It's just like we can find mindful way to really take care of stuff. If say someone's tired and then like, hey, I'll take care of this. You rest your butt. Take a bath. No worries. Just do what you got to do, and I'll take care of this. Really just be mindfully. Solve problems, and even because I do this every single day, like, even with even like talk with my dad, he yells at around the house and it's like, Dad, what's up? You yelling at the house? What's up? What's going on? And it's like, and he just wants to get his point across. It's just, it works every time. Even sometimes my mind's like, oh, I want to kick his ass, and like he's yelling. Even like with my bad behavior before my mom was here, she always kind of put me on check just because like I have this knucklehead tendencies, to talk back and all that. But even like learning about that now, it's just like, wow, she really taught me a lot of good things, and I didn't forget
Yeah.
that too. So it kind of made me the person who I am today. It's kind of like why people are kind of gravitate towards me. And I'm not trying to brag or anything. It's just like
and you should brag. There's nothing wrong with that.
right. I mean,
You're
it's
humble.
like,
It's okay
yeah,
to be proud of your positive aspects of yourself. Brad,
right.
let it out.
Okay. That's good. Yeah, you sound like my friend Cecily. She said the same thing, and she's always encouraged me to do that too. So she's still
talk
watching
so
me.
badly all the time, so much to ourselves in our brain, anyways. You know what I mean? It's good that you. There's nothing wrong with being confident and being happy with your experiences and who you've become. You acknowledge your good points. That's good. And if you do it, we can all do it.
There you go. That's so totally true. Can say it better. Yeah, exactly. Even like now, it's just like what you're doing on your Instagram. I was surprised you came back on Instagram too, because like, what? I thought she quit. I was like,
I don't want it. I so don't want it. I'm so sick of it already. But yeah.
I'm sorry. I got your email and all that too. It was like, oh, cool. I can still in contact. I was like, just like trying to, and I saw your MediSkate channel. I was like, oh, that's cool. I was like, when you leave a comment there, she'll see it. And then like, we connected again. So it's cool.
Yeah. I'm glad we did.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And everyone is talking in the chat. I think, ooh. And shout out to Joanna. Sorry I didn't get anybody's questions. I know Ronald left and everybody else left a little earlier. And shout out to you guys, because I know they go live after I do. And usually, like people, like our friends in our circle, they're. I don't know if you're on Facebook.
No.
Oh, okay.
There's Instagram.
Yeah, true. Okay.
I don't want to be on either one of them, but right now I don't have a choice. So I mean, I do have a choice.
Yeah.
But I need it. I'm trying to get it to go around,
Yeah. My friend Cecily, she doesn't like social media too, and I totally respect that because I didn't grow up in social media. I go outside, socialize. That's how you do it.
Exactly.
Like I saw dial-up internet and video games going to the rise in the early 2000s, and now look where we are now, just doing some live streams like this.
Much technology. It's a necessary evil.
Yeah, and Bright Opal says, yeah, my friend Bright Opal, she's cool too. She was a guest. Yes, they're still here.
Hi.
Hello, she's cool.
I like that name.
It's a unique name. Her name is Sophie, but her channel's really cool. She does tarot card readings, and she's really good too.
I'll have to check it out. I do tarot readings all the time.
Yeah, and I kind of gained a rep from doing my own kind of readings too. Like I don't know if you saw it. I was a guest on my friend Debbie's channel. Her name was Freebird Spirit, and we did like some open mic night. I was the first one to do it. Then my friend Ronald joined. It was next, and then Lisa, Sharon, and I believe another person named Sheila too was there. And so, like, yeah, it was cool, like, open mic night. And it was kind of like, because I was the first one to do it, because I always promote myself on YouTube. And even just like, being the first one, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, everybody was all like nervous, like, who was first? I was like, I think it's going to be me. And sure enough, I was like, okay, I can handle it. So I know, because I'm used to being on YouTube so much, so it feels comfortable. Because at first I wasn't. Yeah, like I had my channel since 2007. I was working at mine. Before that, I just really want to watch videos, but I started uploading like around 2019, 2020 now. So it's been cool.
It's flowing.
It's flowing. Yeah. Things are flowing for me lately too. Like just everything. It's cool. I love it. I'm still.
You made up your mind on what you wanted. Maybe.
With what?
On like now that everything's starting to flow.
Oh yeah, like with this channel, I'm still gonna, have like these open discussions and called tarot readings and make it fun, and even like the stuff I'm doing in creating a community called Blissful Heroes, a place where people could share ideas about spirituality and wellness, a place you could support each other, express your creativity and all that. I've been doing that for a couple of years, and really just do my thing. Just really collab with people. Especially during these times now, because like people are feel so alone, and I've been that road before when I was a teenager, and I know firsthand how it feels to be alone, but you're not alone. It's just like there's always someone to help you out, and I've been there too. If I made it, anybody can make it, like you said earlier.
Yeah,
So
right.
yeah,
I agree, though. I think that's one of the hardest parts about living. I think if you ask genuinely anyone, is just having those moments where you feel alone. I think when you feel alone, you open a doorway that makes it so easy for anything to come in. And the worst part is our mind is like our worst enemy. Feeling alone is a big deal in the world. I think it's great that you want to help others not feel alone. I'm the same way. And like on all my Instagram, I always put Mia Solis, and that means you're never alone.
right.
And it's true. I mean, I think luckily that I've been blessed and you have been blessed also, that we have brought that veil down so we can actually genuinely feel we're not alone. Like I genuinely walk through life knowing that even when I'm in my bathroom alone, I am not alone. So I have the same goal. I want people to be able to break that veil and realize that deep, dark, hard part that we all go through is never alone. And it's never for nothing. It's for something, and we can all get there. We can all make it, like you said.
Yes. Yes, and I think someone asked you a question. Go. It says Jackie B. Welcome.
Hello, Medi. Please answer. What do you think Grobabar and Trevette? What
I
do
don't
you
know.
think of Grobar and Trevette? Who's that? Skateboard channel? I'm actually not sure.
I'm not sure either. I don't know if it's a YouTube channel of Jackie.
I
Feel free
should
to
check it
clarify.
out. Look, I'm gonna go Google it. I bet you it's a skateboard thing. Watch. Like the one thing I don't know.
Gotcha.
Google. Wait, how do I spell it? Go Bar and Trevette?
Yeah, maybe comment on.
Go Bar and Trevette. I don't know.
Maybe
what is that?
Check on YouTube.
Grow Bar. Let's try. Grow Bar and Trevette. Wait. This cannot be right. I'm dying over here. This is what.
It's okay. I'm gonna figure it out too.
Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
It's like a tiny, skinny car. That can't be it.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if it's a YouTube channel.
The what? Maybe
I
they
don't know
could.
if
It's still here. Jackie B.
Yeah.
Grow
Feel
Bar.
free to.
Let
Let
me try one more time.
Oh, that's a nice painting you got there back of you. That's cool. Oh, it is a car then. Okay.
It's a car?
I think so. She said something else. She says, I love that car. So I don't know. I don't know what Jackie's talking about, but it sounds interesting. And so
It's a tiny. There's like a guy in the channel SpongeBob, and he's like really flat. He's like big, but he's flat like a piece of paper. It was in a funny video.
Is that their name? Gobar?
I don't know.
I don't.
It was in funny videos.
I'm just gonna leave my phone here. I'm not gonna put it back on the ring light. I'm not what that is, but thank you for Jackie, what are we talking about? What is Girl Bar and Chevette? My bad.
Yes, feel free to share, Jackie B. Yeah, I'm curious about that too.
My ring light made me sweat.
Oh, it
It's
did? Okay.
big. You see this thing? It's actually
Oh,
my.
no.
You borrowed it. I'm like, okay, we're gonna try this today.
You use that for your photo shoots or just for when you go on the computer?
No, I this is the first time I actually used it. I have a small one that's actually up here that broke. Like he turns on, but he broke off his stand, so I don't use him often. I was using it before for like, you saw the Bigo? Remember I was using Bigo before I left Instagram?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Or I need to get another one. We were trying to go live on YouTube, but it said because of we didn't have the 1,000 subscribers. I had no idea you could do this.
Yeah, my friends, Debbie and my friend Lola, who I met, all these amazing people like Ronald and Bright Opotero, it's just like they talked about StreamYard, and I was like, what is that? I heard about it, but I wasn't sure. And it's like a streaming service you could use for your YouTube channel. You don't have to have like at least 1,000 subscribers. It's just like you could connect with your YouTube account and you just go live, schedule it and all that, so it's really interesting. I love using it.
Yeah, it's very cool. I'm glad that you introduced me to it. And we'll have to start doing.
Oh,
have you on? Yeah, so they're YouTubers, right, Jackie?
okay, yeah, that's what she said. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
they're
have
fun.
to.
Have to check them out.
They're really funny, and you should check them out on YouTube. I will definitely check them out. I'm gonna screenshot this actually, so I have the name.
Cool. You got it?
Yes, I appreciate you having me on.
Anytime. If you want to be a guest again, feel free to hit me up. I mean, we'll talk after the show's over too, because I want to talk to you more about it.
Guys said thank you.
Oh, that's a beautiful cat. Oh,
of my mental illnesses. Her name is. Look at his face.
What's her name?
Gaia.
Gaia. Okay. Okay. Nice. Because I didn't hear it. It kind of clipped off.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Gaia is actually the Greek goddess for Earth. She's
like the Titans. Yeah.
And Gaia likes to have babies. She loves. But yeah. Anytime, let me know.
Sounds good. I know we've been live for at least 2 hours so far, and that's usually my limit. But with guests, if they feel tired or if they want to just they don't want to talk no more, that's cool too. But I always want to do something different and something unique with my channel too. So I really thank you, Kamiko, for being a guest, and I'd love to talk to you more after the stream's over if you're interested. Just to catch up. Yeah, but thank you guys in the chat room for really just hang out with us, talking about mental health and life and everything else in general.
I appreciate it, everyone.
Yes, if you guys want to check out Kamiko's her website, her Instagram, and even her YouTube channel, especially, it's the links in the description of this video, and even my stuff too. I'm with me, my YouTube channel. If people want to add me on social media, my doTERRA page, and even people want to check me out too. It's my Linktree is on there too. And feel free to share this video with your friends, give it a like, subscribe to a beautiful friend Kamiko MediSkate, and myself included, her 213. I love that name. It sticks with me, and really just, yeah. I just Herc. It sticks to me. It's really interesting, and yeah, I'm looking forward to really having these more awesome live streams and really, awesome more guests. I'm gonna probably bring another friend on here probably next week too. If I talk to her, it's gonna be really fun.
More than 2.
More than 2 people?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll consider that. That'll be cool.
On this stream, it accepts more than 2?
With me, Mike, yeah. Depending on what you can upgrade your account, you can have more than just like say 10 people at max on the live stream. So
Oh
uh,
wow.
yeah. Like even like if you upgrade your StreamYard service, like I pay like $20 like a month for mine, I think. But I have like at least more hours and I could invite more people. I think so. I have to look at it, but it's really cool. I can invite more people, and I'll probably consider that too, since you had it was an awesome live stream today. And even like, I didn't have to be sorry for being so late. I'm just like, when you can join, you don't have to look like glamorous. You just be your real self. Sometimes like, on my live streams, I have like one hair on the side, I look like Gumby too. So it's
I'm
like, I come here.
not doing it. Imagine, there's no way I could showed up like that.
Your
I
hair looks beautiful. It's long.
I had a different hat on, but because I changed when I got home to get on here, I was all sweaty and whatnot. I was like, oh my God, what hat am I going to wear now? So I threw on this one because it's the only black hat I have. But genuinely, if I came on here like this, I would have been worried the whole time thinking, like, it looks greasy. Like, I use olive oil in my hair, so it looks like I don't shower. But, like, the olive helps, okay? But yeah.
It looks better than mine because sometimes my hair gets all nappy and it looks lopsided. I'm just keeping it real. Sometimes I come in here looking raggedy, but I like to represent my audience, but I like to look good too.
You
But
look. Men are blessed with easy beauty.
that's
Women-
true. I mean, you look better than me, so I'm just saying that, so I'm not trying to downplay anybody.
I'm female, so there's no way that we could
Right,
compete.
right.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime. And thank you all for really coming back. Like Ronald, I know he's going live later on, and Bright Opal Tarot, and all you guys, Janet P. Sorry if I'm missing you guys' questions. Shout out to all you beautiful people. There will be more live streams like this coming up. And yeah, that's pretty much I want to share. And so thank you, Kamiko, and I hope you guys really have a beautiful, blessed day. Stay safe, stay well, and love yourselves deeply and continue to grow and where that not only benefit ourselves, but our loved ones and our environment. I always say that every time I end the live stream. And so I'll see you guys again probably next Saturday at the same time, same place, probably to different people, one on one, different topics, and it's going to be more fun live streams. And so
I love it.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be cool.
Thank you guys for listening to me gab away. I appreciate it.
You're awesome, Kamiko. It's just like, I just listen to you all day talking.
We all are. It's such a beautiful life, yeah? We're all going to get through it. It's going to be beautiful.
Oh, for sure. Yes. All right, guys. You guys take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.